Sean, all the hard work paying off this very important day?
Absolutely. We had a short number of weeks after the election to put this together, but everybody came together. We had a good number of meetings, which from the areas around us and the counties around us. We know that it was in Monaghan last year, so we used the experience of Monaghan. But we've been proud to bring it to Fermanagh, 33rd anniversary. This is where, as Owen Karen said the other night, history changed when we elected Bobby Sands. The people of Fermanagh stood strong that time, and I hope they're coming out in the thousands, as you see here, and the sun is shining.
Go on, talk. I think it's really important. It's an opportunity to show again that we remember those who died on Hunger Strike, but not only that, it's to show also that people are still involved in a struggle. There's still demands, still trying to push forward, and I think particularly the whole situation at the moment with Gaza and uniting those struggles together. I mean, what people struggled and died for in the hunger strike and on the blocks and elsewhere on the streets here, it's the exact same struggle that's going on today in Palestine, slaughter of people. So yeah, I think it's critical that it is here, that people are out with, I think what's really great always to see is families, the generations of it. I'd like you to see the hope, the determination that people show that they're still here. Like people have come through a lot, it costs us a lot, but the fact that people can come and still have a sort of cheery face, but a face that says, we came through it and we still believe in it. And to be here in Fermanagh, particularly in terms of the election with Bob, and I can remember the times where sitting with on the results coming in and what it would be like. And so there's obviously a very emotional, intimate connection with Fermanagh and with people I was in jail with who are from Fermanagh. So yeah, for all of those reasons, it's just it's great to be here.
I think it's very, very important for people to come. This is the national march, the annual march that we have every year to remember the hunger strikers, and I think that it's very important that we give people, that opportunity to come and to show. I mean, these men, all those men that died in the H blocks in 1981 are inspirational for people. They're people who, people knew them personally, and really I think that, we're looking at the poster here behind us of Bobby. At the time, the whole of the world, not just in Ireland, but everybody, the eyes were on the H blocks of Long Kesh during the hunger strike, and I think that really that today is a very, very important also because the Palestinian Ambassador will be addressing the march alongside the MP for the area, Michelle Gildernew, and I think that's also important that we also send our support and solidarity for the atrocity that is happening to the Palestinian people in Gaza also.
Obviously this is a hugely significant, important day for Irish Republicans all over Ireland. Remembering our hunger strikers is of great importance to all of us, but here in solidarity with their families and with the struggle for which they gave their lives. And of course we are in the historic constituency of Fermanagh and South Tyrone, and the successor to Bobby Sands in this constituency, Michelle Gildernew, will give the keynote address today, and I think that's hugely important.
We're also joined by the Palestinian Ambassador to Ireland.
Yes, I think it's appropriate, given what is happening in the Middle East, that the Palestinian Ambassador be afforded the opportunity to speak to a very large gathering. Our hearts are breaking at what we're witnessing in the Middle East, the cruelty of the Israeli government, the lack of support, it appears, worldwide, disappointed in Europe, disappointed in the United States that greater efforts are not being made to bring parties to the negotiating table to deal with the issues that are at the heart of the conflict. And I remember growing up, in the 70s, whenever the three big conflicts on the world news was South Africa, the north of Ireland and the Middle East. And South Africa has moved on, the conflict here in the north has ended, and people, particularly children, in very large numbers are being killed, being slaughtered in Gaza. So I think it's an imperative, not just to condemn what is happening, but to appeal to world leaders to do more to bring a resolution of this conflict. And we all know what the resolution will be. It'll be two states. where there has to be protection for the peace and security of both the Palestinian and the Israeli people.
It's remembering the men that died on hunger strike, the sacrifices they made, the injustice of the British government, And it's great here today to see so many people here supporting not only the men that died in the hunger strike, but the atrocities that are going on in Gaza. I'm sure you can see a lot of the flags here for Gaza and the atrocities as Israel, the Zionists are committing out there. Britain have done the same thing to Ireland, and you know, it's great to see the turnout here and the support of the people, you know.
Great to see so many young people in particular.
It's terrific, yeah, it's great. Well, there's young and old here, and it's terrific to see it. I know the weather maybe hasn't been too kind to us, but you know, the people do turn out in their thousands, and all over the country they're out supporting the Palestinian cause as well as the hunger strikers, you know. So it's great to see it, yeah.
When you see the big crowd, I think it's a reminder to all of us just how much a tipping point the hunger strike was, and I'm particularly taken by the fact that while there are lots of veterans here from that time, there are lots of young people who would never have known conflict, and that's great that they're here and that they've lived in more peaceful times. And it's also important just in terms of the sociability of it. You know, some people, I see former prisoners bumping into each other and other people who were active in the campaign at the time, and the families of the hunger strikers who are here. So for all of that, it's a good day out.
Very warm welcome in particular for the Palestinian Ambassador.
Absolutely, and also for the Palestinian flag. I saw the big flag being brought in. People have a natural affinity with other people in struggle, but particularly given the televisual images that are coming out of the dreadful situation in Gaza. And you know, we need to let our Irish government know that they're not speaking for us on this issue when they abstain and when they sit dumb, and let what's happening happen without challenging it in the way that it should be challenged. And I'm sure the Ambassador will be warmly welcomed here later.
That's why we, the Palestinian people now, we are not afraid of our future, because we have learned from you how long the resistance takes. We will keep resisting until we will be free and live in peace.
Ambassador, why is it important to be here today?
It's important for two things. First of all, to show our sympathy to the families of those who were lost in the hunger strike, and because I consider that hunger strike is a peaceful form of resistance against the injustice, and that's why I'm here to show this sympathy and solidarity with the families. And of course, I'll talk about what's going on in Gaza and Palestine, and the savagery and the massacre that the Israelis are committing against the Palestinian people, and what we are also looking for peace as a peaceful solution, as it has been done here in Northern Ireland.
Have you been disappointed by the Irish government's response thus far?
You know, we don't understand the whole European standing, I mean, about what's going on, because the European countries who their flagship politic is human rights, and they say that they want to be balanced, but we don't understand how you can be balanced between the oppressor and the victim.
Are you aware that the Palestinian people are aware of the huge empathy that we have for the struggle in Palestine and for people in Gaza right now?
They are very aware, and you know, this relation is not new, as you know, because we were very attentive to what was going on in Northern Ireland before. You know, since I remember in the 80s we followed the hunger strike, and we supported those people who wanted to defend the liberty by a peaceful means.
Ambassador, thank you very much.
It's been a fantastic day. Brilliant to see the women representing Cumann na mBan. Brilliant to see a massive turnout of the hunger strikers' families. Great to see so many young people. It's just so vibrant a buzz about Derrylin today. Absolutely, we're so chuffed at how successful it's all went, and the organisers have put a huge amount of work into it. Delighted for them that it all came together and that the rain stayed off. So it's brilliant. And you know, wherever you go in the world, people will mention Bobby Sands, Gerry Adams, and the struggle and what it has meant to them in their own daily lives. And I think it's amazing that Ireland continues to punch way above its weight in terms of global politics, and people are heartened by what we've been through. I think no matter what the British government has tried to throw at the Irish people, the resilience of the men and women in the H blocks and Armagh jails, they can't break the Irish Republican spirit, no matter how hard they try. And I think that sense of resilience came through strongly here today. But it's been so special to honour the hunger strikers, to hear what the Palestinian Ambassador said about them, about how the Palestinian people stood in solidarity with the hunger strikers in 1981, and about how he's here today. So it really has been a very, very humbling experience to be on that platform today. It's also very special that we're here today, the 33rd anniversary of the hunger strike. This is always going to be Bobby Sands' seat, and 30,000 people come out and voted for Bobby Sands, more than come out and voted for Owen after Bobby died. The fact that we've held the hunger strike commemoration here in Fermanagh this year, the fact that we have another battle on our hands, nothing compared to the battle that the men and women in the H blocks in Armagh went through, but a battle nonetheless, and we have got to ensure that we continue the high. You couldn't if you could bottle and the feelings that people had when we won this seat the last time by 4 votes, and that sense of justification and the sense that it's still Bobby's seat, you know, has been really important. And we have another battle on our hands. We have the 100th anniversary in 2016 of the Easter Rising. We have so much for our young people, the next generation coming through, to learn from. And to me, that sense that every vote counts, really, you can't have a better example than when you end up winning a constituency by 1 vote. It's as marginal as they come, and we would prefer the good people of Fermanagh South Throne to make sure it's at least in double figures next time.
Michelle, the seat's in great hands. Thanks
a million.